Oh, hey, what's up, guys? It's gonna do a little oil change today, so how about I take you along for the journey, all right? All right, guys, here we go again. It's another little quick how-to video. I'm not gonna drag this one out because it's just a very simple oil change, but we will be using Royal Purple 10W30. I'll use either this or the mobile one, whichever's on sale at Walmart, to be honest with you. Using a Bosch Distance Plus filter, D3312 is the item number for this. And they've been actually pretty good filters for me. Of course, if your engine doesn't blow up, it's a good filter, right? So I'm going to show you how to use a quick valve. Like I talked about before, it is a Fumoto quick valve. Oh, that's kind of a neat light coming off of my car right now. I kind of dig that. There, my glasses. Okay, so the Fumoto quick valve, look them up online, Fumoto, quick drain valves. They make them for every kind of vehicle. Just don't have it on the 4Runner because I don't really like where the valve is. It sticks down like that. I don't want anything to hit under there, but maybe they make something else that would help. I don't know. I gotta dig into that a little bit, but I definitely have one on the S. I'll show you how it works. Let's do it. All right, guys, first things first, make sure you get your gloves on because all the hippies in California tell you that oil is going to give you cancer. So make sure to wear your gloves. All right, we're going to get the hood opened up and I'm going to show you a little trick. Most of you diehard S2000 fans already know about this, but a lot of people don't, and it makes it a lot easier to work on the motor and in the engine compartment in general on this car. So I'm going to pop the hood. Obviously, I don't have any hood dampers or dampeners, whatever you want to call them. So I just have the little hood stick there. But still not a whole lot of room if I want to actually get towards the back of the motor for anything. Obviously today it's just an oil change, so it's not that big of a deal. But just to show you guys what you can actually do, and thanks to the over-engineering at Honda, you can actually wiggle this thing out. It is a little difficult to do with one hand. And there's a small hole over here that you can actually put the, look at that, opens up all the way, it doesn't hurt anything. Dude, I'll tell you what, this would have been really nice when I messed up the head to know this. Because I had the hood up the way it was before, and I was literally sitting on top of the radiator support trying to do valve adjustments on it. But it would have been a lot easier if I knew that the hood went up all the way. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this going. I'll show you a few little things here. I'll give you a quick view of the quick valve and we'll get it done. Alright guys, you can see the Fumoto quick valve here. Please excuse my flashlight putting a glare on that if it is. You know, it's dirty from road grime, but other than that, it's very, very easy. You see the little tab there. I'll actually show you a video of how you just pull that little tab down, twist it to the side, and it starts draining the oil. You just slide the oil pan in there. Don't even have to get under the car. Alright, so this little tab here that I have my finger on, okay, it's got a little spring in it. Just going to push that down and move it to the side. There you go. Now, yeah, it does take a little time to actually drain, but if I open up the oil fill cap, take the dipstick out a little bit, I'd have said it let it drain for probably 20 minutes or so. It takes less effort, obviously. It might take a little bit more time just for it to drain out. I haven't run the car today, so it is a little on the cool side. The oil's not going to flow as easily. So I'm just going to let that sit for a little while, go inside, maybe have a snack or something. And while I let that drain, I'm just going to take the oil filter off, and of course I've already loosened this up a little bit. So, tamales. Get your rice cooker, I'm telling you, get your rice cooker. And cook everything in it, not just rice. Alright guys, so it's been about 15 minutes. It's drained out pretty well, like I said, because of me not taking it for a drive before I did this. The oil's still fairly thick, so it took a little bit longer to drain out than it normally would if I had just come home from the store and gone ahead and done the oil change. So what I'm going to do now is just clean up a little bit, wipe off the Fumoto valve and wipe off the area where the oil filter is supposed to go on. I'll go ahead and put the new oil filter on and get everything back going, and I'll just show you kind of how I wipe everything down and what to do, because after all, this is a how-to video.
Alright. Just take a minute, kind of clean this off a little bit. We'll go ahead and close it back up. So you just take that little tab, move it back to where it was. And of course on the filter seat, we'll clean that off as well. Make sure it's nice and clean. Alright, here's the old filter here. You can see it's still has oil in it and oil around the O-ring. So I'm going to one-handedly try to get the new oil filter out. There we go. And obviously this one is brand new. As you can see, the oil ring is dry. So you want to give it a little dab on there, just so it's got enough on there to seat properly. I'll lay it down, just even it out a little bit. Obviously you don't need much. Take the filter back where it's got to go. Luckily the S2000 is pretty easy to get to as far as the oil filter. I know a lot of guys do a relocation up front here when they've got a turbo system, which is fine, but I don't think this motor is ever going to be turboed. Alright, so pretty much just go till it touches and then crank it hand tight another, I guess, half turn or so. You don't want to crank it down too hard. You could actually end up either breaking the threads on the oil filter, or where it actually screws onto the block, or you could actually tear the seal as well. So hand tight's all you need it. I'll actually show you what I use to get the old one off. This right here is just a little strap wrench. Obviously you can get whatever kind of oil filter wrench you want, but this works for all types of oil filters as long as you can actually get it into the space. Obviously here it's fairly easy, it's a smaller one. It just straps around there, you pull it taut and go like that till it comes loose enough to get it off with your hand. So these are a handy little tool. This one's Craftsman. I'm pretty sure other companies make them, but it makes it a lot easier, at least on this this car here.
Alright guys, as you can see, this is just where you fill the oil. I always wipe off whatever kind of buildup was on the inside of the actual fill cap there. Make sure there's nothing crazy on there. Dipstick out, get her off nice. Now, I'll let you know, I do the oil changes in this car every 5,000 miles, which with fully synthetic oil is plenty fine. I think you can go with most synthetics now, we'll go to at least 7,500 to 15,000 miles. And to be honest, with it being an old Honda motor, yes, it does use some oil, and I keep it topped off. Probably every 2 weeks I'll check it, and it might need a half quart here or there. Depends on how hard I drive it, and you know, I do enjoy this car, so I do drive it the way it should be driven anyways. So, let's grab this big bottle of Royal Purple and my new oil funnel, just like that. Okay, the Fumoto valve is closed back up. The oil filter is back on, the new one is back on, so simple as filling it back up. Nice Royal Purple. Alright guys, just finished up the oil change obviously. Please make it a point to recycle the oil that you just took out of your car and take it to your local auto parts store. Don't dump it on the ground, that's just douchey. Okay, so let's go ahead and get the old oil back into the container, and I'll take it to the local auto parts store here when I go for a little ride. Alright, So, as you can see here, it's about 4.5 quarts. So I just put 5 in it. I was about a half quart low. I haven't had to put any other oil in the car for about 3 weeks now. So half quart, 3 weeks. You're looking at about 1,000 miles. So that should be pretty good. So I'll put this in the back of the car and take it to the auto parts store. I'll do a little bit of cleaning up here, but this video was just to kind of show you how the Fumoto valve works. It's very easy. I mean, it really takes a lot of time out. Obviously, I'm clean, except maybe a little dirt there. I don't know how I got that, but I don't have to get up under the car. I don't have to worry about that. With an S, you can get to the filter. Everything's done right from the top now, so it makes it very easy. And I guess that's it. Oh.